Once upon a time, there was a boy named Adam, who lived in a small town where everyone knew each other. He lived with his parents and his younger brother in a small house. His house was small, with cracked walls, and a roof that leaked when it rained. Inside, it was simple. The furniture was old and worn, but it was all they had. Adam shared a tiny room with his younger brother, and they slept on a mattress that was thin and uneven. There wasn't much space, but they managed. His parents worked hard every day, doing whatever jobs they could find. His father often worked in the fields, earning just enough to buy food. His mother sometimes washed or stitching clothes for the neighbors to earn some money. They couldn't afford new clothes, so Adam and his brother wore second-hand clothes, which their mother carefully repaired to make them look beautiful. Each morning, Adam walked to school along a dusty path. His shoes were old, and the soles had become very thin from constant use. But he didn't mind. He loved school, even though his stomach often growled from hunger. And he carried only a small piece of bread for lunch. On a hot summer day, Adam and his mother walked to the grocery store. Adam saw the ripe mangoes stacked on the stall.
Wow, Mom. Those mangoes look so delicious. Can we buy some?
He asked. His mother shook her head with a gentle smile.
I wish we could, Adam. But we can only afford flour and lentils right now. You know we need to save every penny.
Adam sighed but smiled. He still dreamed of tasting those sweet mangoes. That night, as Adam was getting ready for bed, his father came into his room to say goodnight. Adam looked at him with hopeful eyes.
Dad, I wish we could have mangoes. They look so yummy.
His father sighed and sat on the edge of the bed.
I'm working hard, but it's not enough for everything we need.
Adam nodded.
I know, Dad. Maybe someday.
His father smiled and ruffled Adam's hair.
Yes. Maybe someday. Sleep tight.
One day after school, Adam chose a different way home. As he walked, he spotted a mango orchard with trees full of ripe, golden mangoes. The next day, Adam told his friends Robert and John about the orchard. They were excited at the thought of tasting the juicy mangoes. After school, they decided to sneak into the orchard and enjoy the sweet fruit together. As the bell rang, Adam, Robert, and John dashed out of the school and raced towards the mango orchard. Before they entered the orchard, Adam, Robert, and John hid behind a bush. They whispered.
Do you think anyone's around?
Robert asked, carefully scanning the area from behind the bush. John squinted into the distance.
It looks empty. I don't see anyone.
Adam nodded.
Let's be quick. We will grab some mangoes and be out before anyone notices.
All right.
Robert whispered.
I will go first. Follow me.
The three friends squeezed through the gap in the wall and landed softly on the other side. They scampered between the trees. There were many rows of mango trees with delicious yellow mangoes. All three of them were busy devouring and stuffing their pockets. They suddenly heard footsteps. The watchman was coming toward them. He had a stick. Robert's eyes widened.
Run! Run!
Robert shouted. Robert and John quickly managed to jump over the wall, but Adam was caught. The watchman held his hand tightly and dragged him to the orchard owner. The owner looked calm but formidable. Adam was scared. He felt that the owner would thrash him. He was also ashamed because he was caught red-handed. As the owner walked to him, Adam was shivering with fear and was expecting a tight slap.
What is your name?
The owner asked.
Where do you live?
I'm Adam. I study at the school nearby.
Do you like mangoes?
Adam nodded his head.
Did you come alone?
Asked the owner. Adam slowly pointed towards the orchard wall, where John and Robert were still peeping. The owner asked the watchman to bring a basket of mangoes. He signaled John and Robert also to come in. John and Rohan still stood firm. The owner asked Adam to call them in. Adam shouted,
Come, John! Come, Robert!
They soon joined them. They looked scared and guilty. The watchman soon brought a basket of mangoes.
Come on, boys, eat as much as you want.
Said the owner.
You are like my children. This is your orchard. You need not enter here like thieves.
Moral: honesty and kindness often come from understanding and forgiveness. Even in unexpected situations.